Hey everyone, and welcome! Today we're diving into a really beautiful fairy tale. It's got everything: kindness, cruelty, and a secret identity that, trust me, changes the whole game. So let's get into the story of the Golden Serpent Queen. You know how it goes. Every great fairy tale kicks off with those four little words. And this one is no different. We're about to be whisked away to a world of huge, empty mansions, lonely hearts, and, you guessed it, some incredible magic hiding where you'd least expect it. Okay, so our story gets started with a man who, on the surface, seems to have it all, but really, his life is missing one crucial thing. Let's meet Victor.
I mean, picture this guy. Victor had everything you could possibly want. Tons of money, a successful life, this gorgeous home. But ever since his wife passed away, it all just felt hollow. The mansion was just quiet, and his only real companion was this deep, painful loneliness.
And then one night, just like that, everything changed. He found this tiny, perfect baby girl just left by the side of the road. He brought her home, and when he fed her that first spoonful of milk, she looked up at him and gave him this pure, innocent little smile. And that one smile, wow. That was the moment that brought all the light and color back into his world. He decided to name her Lily. So for a little while, they were really happy. But as Lily got older, Victor started thinking she really needed a mother.
His decision to get married again, though, well, it was about to cast a very, very long and dark shadow over their lives.
So Victor's new wife, Elena, she was a real piece of work, a master of deception. Whenever Victor was around, she was the most perfect, loving mother to Lily you've ever seen. But the second he walked out the door, her true colors came shining through. Cold, selfish, and just plain cruel. She'd completely ignore Lily and put all her focus on her own daughter, Sophia. Lily's life pretty much became a nightmare. She was forced to do all the cleaning, the cooking, the washing, while her stepsister Sophia just lounged around. The only friend she had in the whole wide world was a little stray cat. But her stepmother, Elena, couldn't even stand to see her have that one little bit of happiness. And then came a moment of just unimaginable cruelty. One day, Elena pretended to be kind and made Lily a special meal. And while Lily was eating, Sophia leans in and drops that horrifying line, revealing they had killed her only friend. It was just an act of pure, calculated evil, designed to completely shatter her spirit. So, heartbroken and more alone than she's ever been, Lily is sent out to the fields. But it's right here, in her absolute darkest moment, that something completely unexpected is about to happen that will change her destiny for good. As she was walking home, she found this little white snake on the path. It was badly hurt and clearly suffering. Now, her first instinct was to help, of course, but then her mind flashed back to her poor cat, and she was terrified, just terrified, of what her stepfamily might do to this creature too. So this was her choice. Fear was screaming at her to just walk away, to protect herself from any more pain. But her compassion, that pure, kind heart of hers, it was just stronger. There was no way she could just leave that little creature there to die. So, risking absolutely everything, she gently hid the snake in her basket and snuck it back to her room. She carefully cleaned its wounds and took care of it, and this gentle little snake became her new secret keeper, a silent friend she could pour out all of her sorrows to. Now, Lily just thinks she's found a new pet, another small friend to look after. She has no idea that she has just rescued royalty, and that rescue is about to lead to a mind-blowing, magical revelation. So, of course, Sophia's jealousy gets the best of her, and she spies on Lily, discovering the snake. So she and Elena come up with this truly wicked plan. That night, they sneak in and put the sleeping Lily and the snake into a giant pot of boiling water. But their plan was as foolish as it was evil. The snake, being so much more than it seems, is completely unharmed by the heat and just slips away. No problem. The next day, Lily has no clue about the failed murder plot. She's just talking to her little friend. And in this moment of just pure affection, she whispers, "If only you were human, I think I would want to marry you." And with those words, boom, magic just explodes in the room. In a flash of light, the snake transforms into this tall, handsome man. He tells her he is King Caspian, the powerful ruler of all serpents. Lily is just stunned, confused, amazed, but believe me, The big reveals are just getting started.
Caspian then unlocks this incredible secret. He spots this faint golden serpent mark on Lily's neck and uses his magic to discover her true story. It turns out her mother was a serpent who was attacked by humans. To protect her baby, she used powerful magic to make her look human. But on her 18th birthday, her true serpent nature was always destined to be revealed. Lily wasn't just kind to a serpent, she was one. So with the truth finally out, Alina and Sophia are more furious than ever. And this pushes them to one final desperate act of evil, which brings our story to its dramatic conclusion. Their plan is simple, and it is deadly. They poison a bowl of food. And with this fake, sickly sweet act, they offer it to Lily. They are determined to get rid of her for good this time. But in a tragic, horrible twist of fate, her father Victor comes home early. He's hungry after a long day, sees the food, and eats from the poisoned bowl. He collapses. In their attempt to murder Lily, they ended up killing the very man who gave them everything. And he dies right there in his beloved daughter's arms. Consumed by rage, Alina actually blames Lily for Victor's death and comes chasing after her with a knife. But just as she's about to strike, King Caspian appears in his massive, true serpent form, coiling his tail around Lily to shield her. The terrified stepmother and stepsister are just frozen in fear, and with a simple wave of his hand, Caspian opens a deep pit right there in the earth, and it is swarming with countless snakes. The two wicked women fall in, finally meeting a fate of their own making. With her painful past finally behind her, Lily gets to embrace her true identity. Caspian takes her to the Serpent Kingdom, her true home. There, they're married, and the Golden Serpent Queen rules beside her king, finally surrounded by the love and acceptance she always deserved. And that really gets to the heart of our story, doesn't it? Lily thought she was just an abandoned human girl, but her kindness to another creature led her to discover she was actually a queen among her own kind. It just leaves us with this final thought. Is belonging about the family we're given, or is it about the true nature we find deep inside ourselves?